सर नमस्कार।
राणा साहब, गुड इवनिंग।
गुड इवनिंग सर, कैसे हैं आप?
बढ़िया सर, बढ़िया। आप बताइए, लाइफ कैसी है?
एकदम बढ़िया सर, आपका आशीर्वाद है। एंड थैंक
ग्रेट।
यू वेरी मच, आपने एक्सेप्ट किया सर हमारी रिक्वेस्ट को, और अपने बिजी शेड्यूल से समय निकाल के
काल
आप
के
ये।
Sir, good evening to you. Sir, good evening to all.
गुड इवनिंग जी, गुड इवनिंग। कैसे हैं?
Good evening,
Buddy,
sir.
sir,
Good
buddy,
evening,
sir.
everyone.
गुड इवनिंग मैडम।
Good evening, ma'am. And good evening, sir. Welcome, sir.
गुड इवनिंग मैडम।
Good evening, sir.
Ma'am, let's wait for only 2 to 3 minutes. Let's participants join.
श्योर। So will it be possible for you to share the background of the participants so that I can align my session accordingly?
Deepa, ma'am, is it possible?
शिखा मैम।
Yes, sir.
सर कुछ पूछ रहे हैं।
तो अगर थोड़ी
और
सी बैकग्राउंड पता चल जाएगी मेरे को पार्टिसिपेंट्स की, किस किस डोमेन से हैं, तो मेरे को थोड़ा सा इजी रहेगा।
सर
Sir,
मैं
sir,
थोड़ा सा मैं
maximum
इसमें
जैसे
थोड़ा सा अपनी नॉलेज के हिसाब से बताता हूँ, बाकी शिखा मैम उसको और एक्सटेंड कर देंगे। तो मोस्ट ऑफ द पार्टिसिपेंट्स वी हैव अक्रॉस द इंडिया, and around from 16 states they are participating here, more than 16 states, sir. And most of the participants are academicians, as well as a few participants are from industry also. Even I had a discussion with one of the participants. He belongs to a military academy also. So you can say there is a blend of all industry, academia, and all different fields participants we have here. So
Great. So background of their competencies is computer science.
yeah, most of the
Yes,
participants
sir.
from the
Most of them.
computer science background.
Okay, okay,
Mostly from
okay.
computers.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. गुड। तो जब आप कहेंगे तो मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा।
जी जी, बस पार्टिसिपेंट्स थोड़ा एक अच्छे नंबर में, अराउंड 80 participants has been
Yes,
already joined. So we have more than 180 participants, sir, in
83,
this.
sir. Yes,
Anji,
sir.
180
One.
something. बस 2-3 मिनट का टाइम
Yes,
दीजिए
sir.
सर।
ठीक है, श्योर।
जी जी, थैंक यू सर।
Primarily, I'm going to have my talk with lot of demonstrations, and when I talk about demonstrations, it is primarily focused towards non-computer science use cases,
ओके
so that everybody in the call should be able to understand and correlate how to make sure that we enable our non-programmers on AI.
जी।
So because this particular group is primarily focused towards evangelizing AI among the CSC students primarily.
यस सर, जी जी।
So my focus will be, let us talk about ECE use case, mechanical use case, electrical use case, civil engineering use case, agriculture, pharmacy, commerce. So these use cases I am going to talk about, and let's see how things shape up.
Means you are going to cover all application areas, sir.
I'll try to do that.
जी जी जी।
So
ग्रेट
I'll
सर,
be
ग्रेट।
I will be little fast, so that I can cover most of the demonstrations. And if afterwards you would like a detailed session, I can do that also.
राइट सर, राइट। तो डॉक्टर
Ratan sir,
शिखा will
sorry,
yes,
sorry to interrupt. Ratan sir,
please
I think
please।
we should start.
We should start.
No,
Okay.
actually,
So
Shikha ma'am
let
will
me
say
first
something.
introduce, sir.
Shikha
Dr.
ma'am will
Shikha
give the
is
introduction.
moderating, sir, so she
Yes.
will start the session formally.
Yes.
Ma'am, please। शिखा मैम, you can
Okay.
start, please।
Okay, welcome all of you in the second day of FDP. Today, I, Dr. Shikha Verma from MMICT BM, Mullana University, working as Associate Professor, welcome you all in the second day of the FDP. Yesterday, we had two renowned speakers. They have explained very well about the theoretical foundations of AI and the computational approaches for AI-driven sustainability. Both sessions were very good and knowledgeable. So now moving to the day second, today we are going to start our second session or the day two session third. And today we have with us Dr. Manoja sir. Currently, he is working as a VC, Vice Chancellor in Gita University. Welcome, sir. He also worked as Pro VC and Chitkara University. I want to explain something. I want to founder and CEO of Mystic Minds Private Limited, Panchkula. He is a seasoned academic leader and industry expert with over 30 years of experience in bridging the gap between the industry and academia, with a strong focus on preparing day one industry ready professionals. He holds a PhD in computer science and engineering from Thapar University and MTech in signal processing from NSIT University of Delhi. His core technical expertise spans artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data technologies, and cloud computing. He is also a Microsoft certified trainer and holds globally recognized certifications from AWS, IBM, and Microsoft. Dr. Manuja has led digital transformation initiatives for Fortune 500 plus clients during his tenure at global companies like General Electric and Emphasis. He has worked extensively on Industry 4.0 technologies. And as I told earlier, that he currently serves as Vice Chancellor of the Gita University, where he is driving institutional transformations through strategic planning, academic excellence, and AI driven innovations. Welcome, sir. Welcome to this FDP on the Advanced Computing for Sustainable Development, AI driven innovations in real life applications. So, over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Shikha. Thanks for the nice introduction. Really appreciate it. And I would like to extend my appreciation for the organizing team of this faculty development program, because that is one particular area which you have touched upon is very, very apt for today's time. And when we talk about sustainability, when we talk about ethical artificial intelligence and all that, so those are particular topics which we people as a community should be very comfortable in, so that we can pass it on to our students and our ultimate customers. So many thanks for organizing this.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
So let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Good. So let me start with a small discussion on artificial intelligence, and slowly I'll move into the demonstration part. I'm going to touch upon one particular topic which is very close to my heart when we talk about AI. And when we talk about integrating AI, we only talk about various domains, various backgrounds, various customers which are related to computer science and engineering. Very less people talk about integrating AI in those domains which do not have any programming background. Let me talk about, you can look around and see that take students from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. Although we have embedded Python as a subject. But if you go to the ground and ask those students, they're not very comfortable in programming. They are very good in their own domain areas, but they are not very comfortable in programming. In that particular scenario, what happens that they have very superficial knowledge of Python, but they are not into integrating AI in their own domain areas. So that is what I'm going to talk about. So the agenda of my discussion will be, I'm going to talk about no code AI, where they don't need to write even a single line of code. I'm going to talk about a lot of industry use cases from various non-programming domains like electronics and communication, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, agriculture, pharmacy, commerce, all domains whatsoever you can think of. In that particular scenario, if I want to teach those students that yes, you can also work on artificial intelligence in your domain areas, your use cases, your problem statements, how they can do, they can go for few good available no code AI platforms. And then I'll talk about the core part of this group also, because people in this particular group are computer science professionals. So they are very good in Python. So can you integrate Python also in no code AI? That I ask one question that okay, no code AI is perfectly fine, but if I do want to do some customizations, can I do that? Answer is yes. So we'll talk about that also, and if time permits, we'll see if we can integrate Gen AI. Particularly, I'm talking about Chat GPT or other LLMs, whatsoever are available. Can we integrate those in our no-code AI platforms? Answer is yes. So this is a broad agenda of today's discussion, and let's see how things shape up during the discussion. Let me very quickly recap how AI has evolved during the decades. So this is what we all are very familiar with. So this is the first step. This is the super set altogether. And if you talk about a subset, it is machine learning. Then you come deep learning. Then you talk about generative AI. Then you talk about LLMs. We are talking about subsets. Then you talk about GPTs. Then you talk about various versions, and you talk about various options available. So this is a very broad outlook of how AI has evolved over the years. It started in 1953 when Stanford professor coined this particular term, and from 1953 till date, you can say around 73, 74 years. So it has evolved to one particular instance where we are thinking that yes, we may approach general intelligence. So that is one big change happened during last couple of years, that yes, now the community of scientists and researchers have started believing that yes, general AI is possible, and they are working on it. So this is what the scenario is post October 2022, before ChatGPT and post ChatGPT. So now we do have a lot of flexibility available when it comes to either question or answer, or designing a layout, or you can say designing complete enterprise application. We do have tools available, right? But before that, we should be very clear about how this AI project life cycle works. So I'm pretty sure that everybody in the class is well aware of this, but let me spend a couple of minutes on this. This is a typical AI project life cycle. Why this is very important to understand? Because in some cases, in the fit of enthusiasm, we miss out a couple of blocks. in this whole project life cycle when we are executing a project or when we are teaching our students. In that particular scenario, let me start with first particular thing. First particular block is the most important, which is problem identification. Most of us lag identification of a problem. We think that yes, this is a good option to identify a problem, but it needs a lot of brainstorming, and where if you are very comfortable in design thinking, so that particular aspect will help you in defining the problem statement. So this is the most important, because once you start, you may not be able to go back because a lot of other steps are involved in that. And slowly when you move to next step, which is primarily data collection, this is the heart of any AI project lifecycle. Because if this step is wrong, you will be nowhere. So it is very, very important for us to understand how to collect the data and how to prepare it. So 2 steps, collection is separate, preparation is separate. As in the first step, identification is separate, definition is separate. Most of us are doctorates in this particular group, so we understand the difference between these terms. And when we move to the third step, it is imperative for me to understand how I can build a model using AI algorithms or machine learning algorithms. And if I want to go for a particular algorithm, what are the factors? What are the parameters to be used to select one given algorithm? So this is again a very critical aspect for the success of my whole project. And when we talk about next, it is evaluation and validation. It is primarily we are talking about confusion metrics. We are talking about various techniques. We are talking about accuracy and precision and all that. So those particular parameters are there for evaluation. And when we talk about validation, so there are very, very small differences between these terms. And as AI professionals, we should understand those things. So when we talk about validation, how to validate my results when the data set is very small, how to validate my results when the data set is too large. So 2 scenarios. We'll talk about this in due course, because all things, all aspects of AI project lifecycle depends upon how knowledgeable you are to use that particular term. So this is very important. Definitions, everybody knows. What is data collection, preparation, algorithm, problems and all that, everybody knows. But when we talk about each and every term in a given scenario, only when you try to understand that yes, how things are different in different scenarios. So this is 4th block. And then when you talk about deployment and integration at the academic level, this particular block is generally ignored. But when you talk about preparing your students for the industry on day 1, this is one of the critical blocks, because sometimes you do have one explanation or reason that I do not have the computing power available, sir. I do not have the infrastructure available. I can simulate. I can do the simulation, but beyond that, I may not be able to move. So this is where the ground reality works. My suggestion to you will be, make sure that you deploy your solution on a hardware, on a computing environment to check your results. You have evaluated the results, you have validated it in block number 4, primarily while doing the simulations. But when you actually deploy it, then you are heading towards a scenario which will give you different types of results. So this is one critical aspect you should look for. Then you talk about monitoring and maintenance. This is one particular thing which is the starting point of any industrial project, because nowadays a lot of people in the academic setup are doing the consultancy also for small industries, SMSME, MSME, and all that. In that particular scenario, if you do monitoring and maintenance in a proper way, it is very, very important for us to understand that what parameters of my AI project life cycle are required to be monitored. So I'm giving you a template. I'm trying to build a template that whenever you are doing any AI project during its life cycle, what are the things you need to measure? So monitoring and maintenance. And then next block is somewhere important when you talk about some domains like healthcare, where ethical and legal considerations are very, very critical. If you are making one AI application for a hospital, what are the constraints HIPAA produces in front of you? Various standards I'm talking about, global standards I'm talking about. So that is where, as AI professional, you need to be aware of ethical AI and legal AI. So very, very important for us to understand. Then when we talk about deployment, we have monitored, we have maintained, but who will make that particular application running? That will be user. So you need to make user very feel comfortable, and you need to train the person appropriately on that particular application. Then you need to evaluate the performance and do the iterations. This step, generally industry people also lag. They feel like we have done the first 6 or 7 or 8 steps, now it is okay. But yes, over a period of time, you might have seen, you use chat GPT. I'm pretty sure that 100% of you will be using that. But when you talk about performance evaluation of the prompts you give over a period of time, the results are different for different prompts, right? That is where you get to understand the performance of your LLM. This is primarily a big thing altogether for the success of any AI project over a period of time. So when we talk about performance evaluation, definitely iterations will be there, and it heads towards continuous improvement and scaling. So this is a broad outlook of the complete life cycle of any given AI project. My suggestion to all of you will be, just prepare a checklist or a template so that whenever you are starting any AI project, you follow that particular template. If you want any assistance from my side, I can definitely help you on that particular aspect, because I do have one template available which covers approximately 118 parameters covering these 10 blocks. That okay, when you are doing problem identification and definition, what are the things you need to check? Data collection, these are the things you need to check. Preparation, these are the things you need to go through or ensure. Algorithm selection, this is what you need to do. Model building, and so on. So this is my suggestion to all of you, that use that particular wisdom, whatsoever you have gained over a period of time, to make sure that you come up with one particular questionnaire or template for any given AI project. Certain blocks will be different for different domains. Certain blocks will be different for different data types. Certain blocks will be different for different users. Certain things will be different for different scenarios of the industry. So that is where you will get a superset of all the things on paper that you are ready to do a consulting for any given industry. So this is one particular point where you can look for. Now, important aspect, why no code AI tools? So this is one particular thing which we must understand, that yes, if you go for one latest report by ASHI, that is Ministry of Education, Higher Education portal, they have done one survey and come up with one particular data point that out of 4 crore UG PG students registered in various institutions across India, approximately 3.1 crore are non-programmers. Just see 75-25. So that is the ratio of people who know programming and who do not know programming. So that is where, and when we talk about Viksit Bharat for 2047, it is imperative for us to make sure that that particular segment of 75% students are also enabled on artificial intelligence. That is where no code AI is very, very helpful. When we talk about reasons, definitely there are few reasons. So you can democratize AI across the board, whether it is a commerce student or a sociology student or a philosophy student or an architect or a civil engineer, mechanical, electrical engineer, or a manager or a business administrator. You name any field. You talk about lawyers. If they want to use AI, can they do that? Answer is big yes. They can do that using no code AI platforms, where they do not need to worry about coding at all. Only thing they need to be concentrating on is their own domain areas. So this is where the first major benefit is democratization of AI. You can build your solutions, business solutions, with speed, with efficiency, and with quality. But cost is very less, because when you talk about any IT project, the first particular part of that particular project costing is its manpower. So you talk about talent, and talent is very costly. You talk about an architect, IT architect, which will be architecting AI applications. He's charging around $200 per hour. $200 per hour. So that is a huge cost altogether. And when you are building AI solutions, let us say for agriculture, let me take one example, agriculture. In that particular scenario, most of the people in the team are agriculture professionals. So in that particular scenario, what happens? That yes, it is imperative for me to make that cost on the lower side. So this is where we need to be very careful and conscious about our strategic business solutions, which no code AI helps us a lot. And nowadays, everybody is talking about Gen AI. Everybody is integrating with Copilot, with Chat GPT, with Llama, and all that. Can I do it effortlessly? If I ask you guys, you are computer science professionals, and if I ask you to integrate generative AI into your chatbot, you will say, yes, I can do that, but I need to write certain code. Definitely, certain tools are there nowadays who will help me to write that code also. Means slowly and slowly, I'm trying to erase the need of software engineers. Slowly and slowly. And it is happening on ground. Everybody acknowledges that yes, the time is right to have software engineers less, AI. But that is where you would like to go for effortless integration with the latest technologies, with latest LLMs. because on a daily basis, LLMs are getting more powerful. And that is only possible when you have a front end where you don't need to write any code. You just drag and drop and make the things work. So this is imperative for me to understand that yes, no code AI is the future for those 75% people who are non-programmers. And then can I integrate it with my business seamlessly? Answer is big yes. So let us say I am a mechanical engineer and I want to do some simulation. So when you talk about simulation, simulation can be of a car, of a cryogenic engine or an aeroplane. In that particular scenario, and I want to do some changes. So I need to have digital twin available to me. I hope some of you might have worked on digital twin. And if you have not explored it, just do that. A lot of tools are available for digital twin. A lot of freewares are also available. I'll show you a couple of them during my session. And that is where you can seamlessly integrate AI into your business. Now, a manager is sitting in front of his PC, a bank manager, and he wants to predict whether a given customer will be bankrupt or not, whether I should grant a loan to him or not. Definitely, yes, some use cases are there, but can I integrate in my business applications? Answer is big yes. That is where no code AI is going to help me out. So these are few things which we should understand that yes, this is the future. So now let us try to implement a few industry use cases, and I'll jump to those use cases very quickly. So first use case, let me start with electronics and communication. So this is the typical fields where an electronics engineer works, whether it is consumer electronics or healthcare electronics, automobile or industrial. So these are the major fields where ECE professionals work. So these are few big companies. You talk about NVIDIA. Everybody is fascinated about this. That is the top most performing share in the world. Most highly evaluated company in the world. Then you do have Intel, you do have Texas, you do have Qualcomm and all that. But are our EC students ready to handle AI? Answer maybe no, because they are more concentrated upon hardware design, signal processing, antenna design, robotics and all that. They are primarily good in the microcontroller programming, Raspberry Pi. They're not so comfortable in writing big Python codes. So this is the background of this particular talk, that yes, we need to have something which will help those students to go for AI solutions without writing even a single line of code. So let me take one use case. We are primarily working. So this is one particular statement where a lot of computer science professors are getting their doctorate done for their research scholars. When you talk about Manet, you talk about various things as far as communication is happening on the road. So can I do one particular application where I need to predict whether the communication is normal or a jammed communication? It is primarily related to traffic jams. And can I predict that yes, on this particular street, traffic is on the higher side, or traffic is normal, or traffic is optimized? So these are few conditions where I need to get one particular application available with the help of some algorithms, that can I tell my community that yes, this is where I can manage the traffic in a better way for government agencies, for traffic police, and all that. So this is one particular use case which is being implemented across India for ECE professionals or use cases in a big way. So let me introduce one particular no-code AI platform that is called Altair Rapid Miner. This is what I'm going to use. So let me open it. Let me tell you how to, wherever you feel a lag in my communication, let me know. So you try to find Altair Rapid Miner. So you will get Altair Rapid Miner. That is one particular place where you can browse the products and you need to download Altair AI Studio. If you download this particular Altair AI Studio using your university email ID, access is free, but not for the industry. For academic reasons, access is free. So you can download it. Free trial is available. And when you fill the form using your university email ID, academic I'm talking about, the access will be given to you free of cost. So this is what I have done. So you can also do it. And I have installed this on my machine. And this is where you will get the studio running when you install that particular thing on your PC or laptop. So this is the screen you will get. Now, let me go to the use case first. So whenever you are designing Manet, this is one particular aspect that you need to understand the traffic movement. When you try to understand the traffic movement, so there will be one particular vehicle on the road and one particular unit on the sideways. So what you are going to do, you are communicating between those vehicles and your units. Those units will be emitters also, receivers also. So various data points are there in this particular data set. So I do have approximately 20 data points where I need to gauge that whether my traffic is normal or not normal, right? So this is one particular aspect of understanding that yes, I do have the data available collected from various roadside emitters and receivers, and now I need to predict based upon that particular live data whether the traffic is on the higher side or on the lower side. So for the sake of time limits, so I have prepared that particular thing. Let me import it and then show you how it works. Let me explain to you this particular thing. When you talk about the project life cycle, let me revisit it because now it will be important for us to understand what we talked about. We talked about problem identification. We have done this, that yes, we need to identify whether the traffic is high or low. High means traffic jam, low means normal. So I'm taking a very simple problem so that everybody can understand what we are talking about. And then, okay, so question is, can you explain a bit on the data set? Answer is yes. Let me do that. So this is the explanation. So there are 21 columns. So let me go back. So these are 21 columns on row number 1. And so first we are talking about DU, that is the unique identifier. Then we are talking about time. Then we're talking about RSU. RSU is primarily, so this is RSU transmitter. So we are talking about roadside transmitters. Roadside transmitters will transmit the signals to showcase whether there is a vehicle on the road or not, right? Then you do have number of transmitters successfully between RSU to car, because cars are also connected. We are talking about connected cars. And then you talk about RSU packet success rates. We call it PSR, right? So packet success rate means how many packets were received, how many packets were transmitted, will give you a success rate. And when you talk about how many packets were received by the car, that is car P received, and what is the packet delivery rate for the car, that is car PDR percentage. Similarly, how many packets were delivered successfully at RSU, right? RSU is roadside unit. So that is RSU PDSR. And when you talk about car intended transmitter, that is where how many numbers of transmitters attempted by the car, transmissions attempted by the car. So that is where car intended transmitters will be there. And then when you talk about how many transmissions were successful from car to roadside units, that is car BXX RSU. Similarly, car PSR, similarly RSU P received, and all that. Important parameter is aggregated throughput. Aggregated throughput will give me that yes, this is where I can gauge whether the traffic is on the higher side or on the lower side. So this is my outcome which I'm going to predict, aggregated throughput in kbps. And then what is the power car has received? What is the SMR car has received? SMR is primarily, we call it signal to noise ratio. In that particular scenario, because there may be some noises on the road also. So I need to balance it SNR with a particular SNR. Then you talk about the received power of RSU, received SNR for RSU, and then average bit error rate. So that is how you are going to make sure that all the parameters are taken care of while doing the analysis. Now, if you recall those particular points, so you talked about roadside unit, you talk about car means vehicle, you talk about how much roadside unit emitted, how much roadside unit accepted. I'm talking about transmission and receiving. How much car has done as far as transmission and receiving is concerned. So all parameters are captured. Then I talked about signal to noise ratio for the car, signal to noise ratio for the RSU, and then average power, average success rate of packet delivery are also captured. So this is where various parameters are captured for any given minute. Make sense? So which device provide these data elements? I mean, how to gather these data elements in the data set? Good question. When you talk about the complete minute, so I can take help from on ground equipment. I can take help from satellite, I can take help from drones, I can take help from moving vehicles also. When I talk about these 4 points, let me explain this. So roadside means, let us say you talk about, you identify the hot spots or the black spots on any given road or any given highway, that this is where I can foresee a traffic jam under given conditions. Or you can say that I do have 100 kilometers of the road highway. I need to cover that 100 kilometers. So based upon the infrastructure I do have, based upon the budget I do have, I can keep my roadside units at 1 kilometer each, half a kilometer each, 100 meters each, or 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer each. You're getting my point? Based upon the infrastructure you do have at your disposal. So first thing first, you will decide that so many RSU will be kept at different positions for my analysis. RSU is roadside units, who are helping me to gauge the transmission and receiving of signals by the vehicles. Similarly, they are also transmitting and receiving. So both sides signals are being exchanged. So this is option number 1. Option number 2 is I do have satellite available at my disposal. So in that particular scenario, what I will do, I'll make sure that I capture the images of that particular 100 kilometer stretch. I'm taking the example of 100 kilometer, right? So in that particular scenario, I need to make sure that yes, that particular spot is covered by satellite in totality, but it has a cost. So you need to do one analysis where it should be cost effective also, as far as hardware is concerned. It should be optimal also, it should be efficient also, and it should be precise also. So various parameters you need to see. Then third is, okay, you do have drones available, right? But drones is also a costly affair and a man intensive affair, because you need a drone operator also. Nowadays it is automated and going to be automated, but yes, it has a cost. So there are pros and cons of drone deployment also. Drone deployment is very important when there is a VIP movement altogether. When there is, let us say, Prime Minister is moving on a particular road, I need to take care of 10 adjacent roads and the connecting corners of that traffic. Definitely is, instead of satellite will be there, roadside units will be there, but the most effective one will be drones. So based upon the scenario, I need to take a call on this. Getting my point? So in that particular case, so this is third one. Fourth is my RSU in a vehicle only. So when I need to do some dynamic analysis, right? So that is also a part of like VIP moment, that yes, I do have RSU available in the moving car, and I'm analyzing with the fellow cars that how traffic is moving. So 4 different scenarios we had talked out if we are going to have that particular network in place. Make sense? Any other further question you can keep on asking. So this particular scenario gives us a flexibility that yes, I have captured the data. So if you see, I'm going to correlate each and every step whatsoever I'm going to talk about is with this particular life cycle, because it is very important for us to understand how we are building these blocks. When we talk about building these blocks, we have identified a problem, we have defined it, and then slowly and slowly we have started collecting the data. We talked about 4 options in this particular scenario where we have collected this particular data. So when data is collected, now we need to prepare it. Now go back to your statistics, data preparation. So few techniques, few things are there. You need to clean the data. You need to make sure that data is normalized. You need to make sure that data follows the given pattern. You need to make sure that there are no outliers. So various things, whatsoever you have studied in stat, we are going to implement over here. So this is what I have implemented. This is what I have implemented using the blocks. If you see this particular thing on the left hand side, let me very quickly take you through the rapid minor interface so that you are very comfortable. You need not worry about it, what I have drawn in the central window. I'll explain it. I'll explain it in detail. But first of all, you need to understand how we are working it out. Now, always keep this particular life cycle, these particular 10 blocks in mind while implementing any project, while using any tool also. That yes, I need to have an option to get the data in. I need to have an option where I can clean the data. I need to have an option where I can prepare my data according to my requirement. I need to have something available as far as various algorithms are concerned, because I need to build the model and then I need to evaluate it. I need to validate it. Make sense? So this is how I need to progress. And if all those operations are available with me out of box, I just need to drag and drop and then do the needful, because I need to show you a lot of use cases. So I made this particular thing. It is not very difficult. It is very easy. Once you understand the complete life cycle, you understand that these are the 4-5 steps I need to do to complete my simulation. So you will be very comfortable because these blocks are already available out of box. So let me show you. So there are two things. One is data and other is the process, right? So other is process. Process means this is a process, right? So in the central window, whatsoever process I want to implement will be there when you install Rapid Miner, right? So in the initial beginning, it may seem a bit strange because you are seeing this particular thing for the first time. I'm not sure if anybody has used Rapid Miner. Can you raise your hand if you have used Rapid Miner? Let me do some polling over here. Anybody has used Rapid Miner or any no-code AI tool? Yes, Jatin, you are right. So there are many tools available for the workflow. Okay. Anybody else? Either you can raise your hand or you can write in the chat window. No worries. My suggestion to you will be just search for Rapid Miner on the web. You will get Altair Rapid Miner. Download it using your official email ID. Official means academic I'm talking about. And the access will be given free of cost. Right? So you can use that trial for ages because license free will be free. But if you are from industry, that trial version will last for a month. Afterwards, you need to pay for it. So in that particular scenario, I need to do some things. I need to get the data in and I need to do the process implementation. So when I talk about process implementation, I need to have some option where I can do the data collection. I need to have an option where I go for preparation, algorithms, evaluation and validation. In that particular scenario, what happens that yes, I do have this block available by the name operators on the left hand side, bottom operators, right? So when operators are there, operators means you can see data access, data blending, data cleaning, modeling, scoring, validation, utility, deployment, and extensions. All things are available out of box. And from these operators, I have dragged and dropped these 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9 operators. So these are operators on the process block. In the process window, these are 9 operators, which I have dragged and dropped from the left-hand side. Make sense? So slowly and slowly, when you start building it, you will get to understand, because time is limited. So if I start making these 9 blocks, it will take another couple of hours. But slowly and slowly, we need to do more use cases. So I'll quickly run through this. So this is what I have got, that particular data. So this is ECE data I have got. This is a file I have shown you. This is the ECE data normal. I have got ECE data set normal. From where you will go for this import data. When you go for import data, either you can connect your database or you can get from your computer. You define the file, get it. It will be available in your local repository. When local repository, there is data. So a lot of things I have imported. So you can also do that. So this is the first step I have done. I've got the data inside my RapidMiner. Then next step I have. Can you go on mute, please? Thank you. So next step is I have used discretization. So as soon as I click on this particular block, see the right hand side has changed. So if I go for discretization, so these are the parameters I can set for this particular block, right? So purposefully, I have used this thing because what I need to do, I need to go for very low traffic, normal traffic, heavy traffic. So I do have 4 outcomes, probable 4 outcomes, which I need to predict. So that is where I have prepared binning over here. So if you see, number of bins are 4. Means whatsoever is predicted will come in either of these 4 bins. So this is step number 1. Then I can select the attributes. This is where you write Python code, right? That these are the attributes I want to select, and these are the attributes I do not want to select for my analysis. If you select those things, so these are few things I have selected. And it gives me an option to have a subset or all attributes or some regular expressions or no missing values. So this is where I can go for. Right? So then if you click on this, the beauty of RapidMiner is it gives you the complete help also on the right hand side bottom for each and every block. And the good part is you get a tutorial process also. You click over here, it will give you the complete explanation of this particular block. So it is very easy to learn and explore. Then comes select attribute I have done. Then I need to tell RapidMiner that this is the parameter I'm going to evaluate or predict. So if you see this particular thing, so aggregated throughput we talked about. So this is the target role I have labeled. So this is one important step because I need to tell RapidMiner that this is the target column I am approaching. So set role will be one particular thing. Then comes data preparation. Because if you see the data, it has a lot of nominal values. I need to convert it into numerical. So this is a simple block available, which you tend to write one particular line of code in Python, right? And then you say that this is what you need to do. Here it is available out of box. Then definitely yes, you need to split the data into two parts. This is the routine AI project, that where you go for either 60-40 or 70-30 or 80-20 based upon the amount of data set you do have. If you do have less amount of data, we talked about in the initial beginning also, if it is less amount of data, you go for larger set of training data. If the data set is huge, you can compromise the training side on the lower side, maybe 60% or 70% or even 50% also. So based upon that particular split, you can perform the analysis of your algorithm. I'm sure you are getting what I'm talking about, splitting of data, because I'm not going into the details of those blocks because I'm presuming that everybody is aware of, right? So then I have used neural networks. Here you can configure neural networks in a big way. A lot of options are there. How many hidden layers you would like to go for, how many training cycles you go for, and various other parameters. See on the right hand side, and all things are customized. This is where you write the code to go for, or you use a library where neural network is available and configure it. When you configure it, you need to understand those particular parameters which you are configuring. That is where the difference between programmer and non-programmer. Let us say I am presuming that I am a non-programmer. I know what is neural network, but I do not know what are those parameters on the right hand side of my window, right? These things. So I'll go by the default one, which RapidMiner is giving me, and I'm good to go. If let us say I am a commerce person and I'm doing this particular analysis, or I'm an electronics person, I do not have any detailed background of neural network, but I know the superficial knowledge of neural network. So this is the way I can definitely drag it out. So then I need to apply the model. When I apply the model, so see, there are two things happen. When I split the block, it is 70-30 ratio, right? You can make it 80-20, you can make it 60-40 based upon the size of the data. So when this is done, it is primarily 70% is fed to the neural network for training purpose, right? Excuse me, can you go on mute, please? Thank you. And that 30% has gone to apply model. And if you see the apply model, it is primarily that learning from neural network has gone to apply model, and 30% is unlabeled data. This is called unlabeled data, right? So slowly and slowly, when you will start using those blocks, you will understand, and then I'm going to have the performance analysis. Performance block is available. So at this moment of time, I'm talking at 30,000 feet height. So slowly and slowly, I'll come to 20,000, I'll come to 10,000, I'll come to 1,000, I'll come to 100 feet also. But that will be in steps. So now here, if I just revisit what I have done, I have got the data, I have discretized it into various bins, 4 bins. I have selected the attributes. I have told RapidMiner that this is the column in my data set which I'm going to predict. Then I have prepared the data. If there are any nominal to numerical or numerical to binomial or vice versa, those things are available. Then I need to split the data because I do have a single data set. I need to make sure that there is learning happening, there is testing happening. So I need to split the data into two parts. I have used one neural network algorithm. I have applied the model, learning from neural network, 30% unlabeled data, and performance analysis. So this is what I've done. All those 9 blocks are available over here. If you see that, let me type neural network. So neural net is available. That is what I have done. So as soon as I click this, I just drag and drop and neural network is there. Make sense? So this is what I have done. So slowly, and I wanted to show you one complete project so that you understand what I'm doing. So slowly and slowly, when you explore these blocks and all operators, so you will feel very, very comfortable, because when you are comfortable, I intend to make this particular project once I'm comfortable in 5 to 7 minutes, because I know the complete project life cycle. I know the operators what are available with me. Only thing is I need to drag and drop, connect them, run. 5 to 7 minutes, a working model of any AI project is available to me without writing even a single line of code. So, so this is one beautiful thing. So let me run this now. So this is a run button I've done. See, I've got the confusion matrix. True and false are available, and accuracy is 90%. Accuracy is 90%. So this is one beautiful thing happened to me as electronics engineer, that I did not write even a single line of code, but I'm able to execute this particular project in a very smooth manner. So let me do one more thing. Let me get the examples also, so that I'll show you how it looks like. So this is the Excel sheet which I showed you in the initial beginning. So this was the Excel sheet. So there we talked about that, yes, we are going to predict aggregated throughput. So when the outcome, and I have taken the outcome of examples as my one parameter. So in that particular scenario, so this is what aggregated throughput, and this is what predicted. Make sense? So this is very quick AI implementation of any given problem. If you do have a data set available, if you do have a clear idea what you want to do, how you want to do, only thing is you need to be aware of the complete AI project lifecycle, and operators are available. Just drag and drop and make sure that it is up and running. So this is one very beautiful thing altogether available for non-programmers. So let us say if you want to teach a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer, so this is the way you can very quickly make their problems work. Any questions, friends?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good
please go
evening.
ahead.
Sir, my question is, in an AI project, how do you split data in training and validation and test sets?
This, so how do you split? I will only talk about no code AI. I do have a split data block available. I'll drag and drop this particular thing and make sure that this particular percentages are filled. My data is split. So this is a simple answer to your question. Now let me
Yes,
go into the complexities. Let me go into the complex. So do you want me to talk about the complexities also?
yes, sir.
So complexities are primarily when you are talking about data split. So data split is primarily governed by 3-4 scenarios, 3-4 parameters. So let us say you do have a very small data set available. Let us say 100 examples. 100 examples. So when you talk about 100 examples, that data is very less. So you go by 90% of the data to be used for learning, and 10% of the data to be used for testing purpose, evaluation purpose. But if you do have 100,000 examples, then the ground rule of the industry is you can go for 60-40 also, you can go for 50-50 also, and all that, because you do have huge data available. On top of it, you might have heard of tenfold validation, right? So that particular block is also available out of box in RapidMiner. So you need not do anything to implement tenfold validation. Just drag and drop and make sure that that particular block is configured. That's it. Finish. So this is one very easy and simple thing which you can implement in minutes and make your AI work instead of worrying about the coding part of it, right? Calling libraries, debugging the errors and all that. Nothing doing. Only thing you need to be aware of the operators available on RapidMiner. Make sense, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. Any other questions? Okay, so if there are no questions, let me move to the next use case very quickly. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me show you what I'm going to do next. So these are the use cases. Because I do have very less time, so you choose which particular domain. Okay, let me start with mechanical engineering. Okay, let me show you the data. So it is one particular data which is coming from a running plant. I'm talking about a manufacturing plant, and I need to predict whether a particular equipment will fail or not, which will be linked with my predictive and preventive maintenance. So shift your mind from electronics to mechanical now and make yourself imagine in a manufacturing plant. Let us say any manufacturing plant like tire plant or car plant, Maruti, you can imagine, and all that. So a lot of data is being collected by evacuators, sensors, and various parameters, various machines in a given running plant. So if you see row number 1, so there are approximately 100 plus parameters over here. And those parameters are captured by running SCADA on a given plant environment. SCADA is one particular system in the manufacturing plant which helps me to automate the operations. So you need not worry about it. What is EE 001, 002 and all that, EB, EC, DY and all that. So those are various parameters coming from approximately 100 plus sensors. And when those values are fed into a system, I need to predict whether a machine will fail or not fail based upon the live data. Important part is live data. I'm working on a live data which will help me to evaluate very quickly to raise a red flag or a green flag. Now, let me do one thing very quickly. Let me import the process. So this is a process, right? So now So there is one question I missed out. Okay, I'll touch upon afterwards, Jatin. So let me explain the process first. So discretization we understood, set role we understood, split role we understood. Here we have used random forest. So I've tried to ensure that for each and every project, I use a separate algorithm so that you get a flavor of it and make sure that it is very, very clear in front of us. So let me run this particular thing very quickly. So this is the data, this is the class given, and this is the predicted class. And if I go for the confusion matrix, it is giving me very, very good accuracy altogether. This is what we generally talked about. We talked about accuracy, we talked about precision, we talked about recall, we talked about AUC, we talked about optimistic and pessimistic AUC. So this is where these parameters we evaluate and we plot it for any analysis. That particular analysis is available out of box, so you need not worry about it. So this is the beauty of our no code AI tool, where we can very quickly ensure that we can convert a problem into a predictive model using few operators which we should be aware of, and then we go on implementing and deploying it on my real environment. Make sense? So this is the second example. So I do have a lot of examples, but time is not permitting me. So I'm heading towards the end of my session. So I'll keep next 10 minutes for question answer so that it is very comfortable for you to take it to the next step. Although we have seen the glimpse of it, we have not got into the details of each and every block. But yes, for 1 hour, we understood that yes, if we master about this particular aspect of AI project lifecycle, definitely yes, we will get into that and implement it for non-programming students. Make sense? So one question was Gen AI, because Gen AI, I need to tell you the complete configuration. It will take half an hour to 45 minutes. So, but I'll give you a hint of it, how to proceed. So if you see the extensions, and then I do have generative models available at the operator level. So I do have Hugging Face available, and I can drag and drop those things directly. I do have OpenAI models available out of box. You don't need to write anything, right? And then I do have prompts available and I do have embeddings also available. Sorry. So this is how you can very easily correlate and implement generative AI using the operators. You don't need to write even a single line of code. Only thing is just drag and drop those things. Only thing is you need to be aware of how to connect, what to connect. So that is where a lot of tutorials are also available in RapidMiner. So you take a block, let us say generative this, click on this. So generate prompts tutorial is available, right? So go for it and learn yourself, explore yourself as per your timelines. Make sense, Jatin? So any other question, friends?
Sir, for example, how does data set size and quality affect the performance neural network model?
Directly, madam, directly. When if your data set is not having the quality parameters, it is primarily very difficult for us to understand how those data sets will be helpful. In that particular scenario, what happens that when you take a data set, particularly small data set, and neural net requires a huge data. If you feed very less data to neural net, it will give you pathetic results. Accuracy will be around 20% or 25% and all that. So you need to make sure that if you are using data intensive algorithms, you need to feed them quality data.
Okay, thank you.
So there are no limitations, Dr. Sanjeev, in using the free version of Altair AI Studio. You can use it very freely. All options are available for academic purpose. So any other
Sir?
question? Yeah.
Sir, if you are using image data, what does attributes means?
Yeah. Good question. So when you are using images, so you need to have that particular operator available to you.
Okay.
Right? So these things will help you to make images available for analysis.
Okay, sir.
Answer is yes, Jatin. We can use. Perfect. Any other question, friends?
Yes, any queries? Please, you can ask if you have any query regarding the
Answer is yes, Dr. Dalbeet. We can prepare our own image data set and feed it to RapidMiner very quickly, very easily, very smoothly. Yes, those when you okay. So as far as steps are concerned, so go to the operators. So there are image operators available, right? Use them. They will ask for the data set. Just point that particular image data set to that operator, and it will do the needful. Very simple. Otherwise, if you do it in Python, it is a cumbersome job. Okay, great, friends. So we are done with the session. Many thanks for the patient listening and good interaction. Thanks, Dr. Shikha, Dr. Rana, for the wonderful opportunity you have provided to me. And looking forward to help you guys if you do have any further queries in coming days also.
Thank you, sir. Shikha ma'am,
Thank you, sir.
please.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. As you have explained about the no-code AI and the industry with the use cases for like different fields or different specializations, that is mechanical, electrical. And I think we really thankful to you for your valuable guidance and the clear explanations, inspiring demonstrations on no code AI, and your session is really very it is also very easy to understand for me as well as I think for all participants also. So thank you very much, sir, for your valuable session.
And I'm very sorry that I could not go into the details because of the time scarcity. And next time, I would request you to plan for a workshop of 3 days so that I can explain to you everything.
Sure, sir,
Okay,
sure.
definitely. Thank you.
Thank
Good.
you
Thank
very
you.
much, sir, for very informative and practical session. Definitely, we will conduct another workshop in which we will learn it, in detail, sir.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks a
Thank you,
lot,
Rana
sir.
sir.
Thank you
Thank
Thank
you,
so
you
Rana
much.
very
sir.
much.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye,
sir.
madam.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
madam.
sir. Thank you.
So participants, we will start our next session within 1 or 2 minutes. Shikha ma'am,
हाँ जी सर.
Dr. Saroj has joined.
Let me check, sir. No, sir, I think.
Okay. So till then, if the flyer is available, you
Okay, sir.
display that.
Sir, I think sir has joined.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, sir. Is it time audible?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, Shikha. Hello. Yep,
Hello, sir.
Dr. Shikha. Rana, sir. Good.
Sir, good evening. How are you, sir?
I am good. I am good. Yep.
Thanks for joining us, sir. And first of all, I welcome you
Thank you. Thank you
in
for
this
inviting.
FDP. So, Shikha ma'am,
Yes, sir.
please start the session.
Okay,
Sir,
sir.
can we start the session?
Yes, yes. We can start.
Shikha ma'am, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, welcome, sir. I, Dr. Shikha Verma, on behalf of Maharishi Markandeya University, welcome you in this second day of FDP. That we are going to start our fourth session, that is AI for smart and sustainable cities. And about like I welcome you as Dr. Saroj Kumar, Senior Data Analyst, Data Core Systems. He is a seasonal AI, ML, and quantum computing expert with a PhD in AI, artificial intelligence, and extensive industry experience. Currently, he is serving as a senior data scientist at DCG Data Core Systems. He specializes in applied AI, computer vision, NLP, and IoT solutions. With a proven leadership record, he is having or successfully given and successfully managed and delivered more than 10 plus cross domain AI projects, demonstrating strong technical and managerial capabilities. Their research contribution includes 22 publications, out of which I'm audible.
Yes, yes, you are
Uh,
audible.
Your voice is
Shi-
audible, ma'am.
Okay,
Shikha ma'am, kindly
Voice is
speak a
audible.
bit louder.
okay, sir. Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm talking about that. Sir, research contribution include 22 publications, out of which seven are indexed in SCI journals, along with the six filed patents and notable publications with Springer. And additionally, they have enhanced their technical proficiency through a specialized certification program from IIT Mandi. Welcome, sir. Welcome to this session. So now over to you, sir. You can start your session. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shikha. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Good evening, everyone who is joined on behalf of the university. Is it I am audible? Please confirm.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you
sir.
are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Okay, thank you. So let me share my screen first. Then formal introductions or for the formal introduction, thank you, ma'am, for great gesture present and establishing me. So any questions? Okay. So okay. Any question from the industry side in terms of related to artificial intelligence or related to its applications? If you had any, then we can discuss on first. After that, I will start my own topic. Then we will go through with the topics. What is it in and how we can cater? That is the second part. But anybody, if anyone want to ask anything which is not related to the direct topic, he or she can ask. Okay. So my second go through question is, as my topic is related to AI, is it my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Okay, thank you for confirmations. So, as there is my topic is AI for smart and sustainable cities. So, may I know how much you people know about the AI and how the city can be become sustainable? Any idea from the audience side? Okay, so I will go through from the myself, and my today's agenda is that I will
Sir,
discuss. Yeah, please.
one example. Good evening to everyone.
Good
One
evening.
example can be that smart city means there will be street lights which will be automatically switching off if the proper lightning is there, sunlight is there, and if it is going the cloudy way, automatically it will be switched off. If only for this one we are looking. Another more things are also there. If you are visiting any place, your home is a smart home. You can have a certain WhatsApp, a certain app or Android app
Yep.
that if you want to switch off any particular appliances in your house, you can switch off from remotely. You can switch off through the internet that can be connected. Like this type of things we can do in the smart city projects.
Correct, Suresh ji. Dr. Suresh, you are absolutely correct. So, primarily, the things which can be handled by IoT along with the CCTV camera, along with the softwares, as we are doing in the today's scenario. Maybe people who are living into the society, they might be have a dedicated app. That app is catering for every person who is living inside the premises. The who is coming, they need to be welcome first. They need to be generate their welcome card with the applications or that particular mobile applications. And with that applications, you can also call your assistants, you can book your facilities into the premises, or you can log the complaint. There is also some interactive groups also where you can discuss about the upcoming events and everything you can do, whatever the app can be handled. So this is one app organized your society and the events along with the complaint and the whatever you want to be share on the app with the help of the app. So this is one.
Dr. Dr. Saroj Kumar
Yeah.
sir,
Yep, yep.
Very nice. You have been elaborated. I want to be say something here.
Yeah, please,
Whatever the
please.
way, absolutely, many of the developed countries that have been economically viable and they want to be make the big smart cities with the AI wearable device with
Hmm.
sensors
Correct,
and also the blockchain and cloud networks, how it
correct.
make more secure and to be make permissible parameters shall be derived, in which these type of the smart cities that have been worked in these developed countries because the WSN technologies has been incorporated there, because the
Correct.
sensing parameters have been derived, how it
Mm.
make to drive the more smart and to be capable of sensor control of microcontroller activities that control together about any type of the mechanism doubt, any type of the error, any type of the typical or sustainable energy have been derived there, that I
Mhm.
am saying there.
Okay, absolutely correct. And thanks for elaborating these point. You are on. You had a very specific idea about the smart cities. Yes, there are a lot of first world countries, as we are saying, the developed countries. They are using a lot of technical solutions to make their premises secure, along with the interactive. Correct. So right now everybody want, and we are on the track. India is also on the track so that they can build their cities or the societies which are capable of the more secure. Means, as we are seeing the five-star hotel, there are a lot of sensors. As maybe Dr. Suresh says about the lighting conditions, there are a lot of IoTs are using, and there are again various IoT along with the sensors we are using to facilitate the security, safety, and the living style, living gesture, style, and everything into the societies. So these are the, yep. Dr. Sanjeev, you are on mute. You are on mute, Sanjeev, sir. Yep. Maybe he's left. Okay, now, Dr. Sanjeev, yeah, please.
No, no, I heard you now.
Okay. Mhm.
Bandwidth issue will be there.
No issues. We
I am
can do
saying that
this. Yep,
the
yep.
microcontroller devices are capable to control about
Mhm.
like the hybrid car has been generated now. Whatever
Correct.
the smart cities that have been to be controlled through the secure cloud that incorporated with the blockchain IoT techniques. Ki how
Okay.
the sensible devices, wearable devices together that make to microcontrol about the sensors according to whatever the parameter has been derived according to the sensor mechanism that they guess according to what type of the incorporation has to be sustainable, durable, and then it will be maintained together, that I am saying.
Okay, okay, okay. So, as I told you that you are about to telling that how sensors are accommodating the facilities, and if we are getting the input data from the sensors, then we can save that
Absolutely.
data on cloud. We can save the data in the blockchain format so that our society's blockchain is refined. If we can also release some coin that is related to the society, and if the society is too large and the coin utility is maximum, because every time if there are 10,000 people are living into a society as a family, then maybe everybody is knocking that the particular app, that the particular tokens are generated, so their coins or the blockchain utilities become more than faster, because every time, every minute they are knocking that particular coins, tokens are
Absolutely correct.
correct. So yes, yes, because we are generating a lot of data. As a WhatsApp, there is a millions of people are actually texting. So same thing is for the society. For that particular app is actually knocking every time, every second. Anyone is ordering something, anyone is coming something, anyone is actually sharing something. So yes, these things are happening, but we first we have to become a family a little bit larger and associated, which should be mapped on a certain rules and regulations so that these things can be channelized. Okay, so I will
Okay.
I will cover this point into my presentations, and please, sir, give your inputs while I am trying to finish my topic. I have experimental demo for you, that the how we are actually connecting the dots, how we are taking the data from the sensor devices, what devices we will use, how we will catering the smart city. Yeah, I will try to connect these all dots. Thank you for your inputs.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Anybody else want to share his thoughts, initial thoughts on it? Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Basic. Yes, sir.
Yes, Kaur ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, AI technology is, sir, one question.
Mm-hmm.
How uh, how can machine learning model optimization energy consumption in building or public utilize?
Hmm. Okay, so these are the basic questions I will cater. Yes, thanks for asking, so that I will take care of this question also. So for the initial answering, I am trying to give so that you can track your answers. If you find it, it's good. Otherwise, you can ask me again. So as you are saying, because public utility, and there are again a lot of solar activities are there, electrifications are there, and while someone is actually plotting a city that may be living a lakh of people, where maybe more than lakh are the families are living all together, so we can define the algorithms which can accurately map the electricity consumptions along with the public utility facilities, so that we can generate a better use to use and go to facilities. So this is again, utility can be higher, resource are reusable, and we can actually connect the environmental impact on it with the help of lot of machine learning algorithms are here, which can map for futuristic approaches. We can actually schedule our utilities. We can schedule our the responsibilities along with the material and non-material objects. So yes, this will be.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay, so now my agenda is I will try to discuss some very basic point about the AI, so that everybody can come on a platform where everyone knows. I know everybody knows what is all about the AI, but still I will try to discuss some basic points. Then after that, I will discuss the AI applications across the industries that may be related to this particular topic or maybe not related to this particular topic. Along with the applications, I will try to discuss the opportunities which we can be generate on the base of this area along with the other area also, but in the paradigm shift of AI. Then I will go through my topic, which is a little bit near to me because I implemented few solutions for this particular topic. And Dr. Rana gives me this particular topic and consider me for this. Again, I'm thanking for the facilities of the Maharishi, this university who is conducting these workshops. Okay, so yeah, as AI is something which want to mimic the human behavior. So with the help of artificial intelligence, we are trying to match the human capabilities, like the cognitive, on a very basic ground, the cognitive capabilities of the human, which are rare to map with the devices, which are rare to say how the device can be think like a human, or as a human is doing something repeatedly, he is not bothering and he is not putting his brain, he just simply release the answer. In the same way, how machine can think, how machine can perform, how machine can do their these actions can be do. So with the help of the AI algorithm, we try to mimic the human behavior along with the cognitive capabilities of human into the machine we want to put, so that machine can take their own decision on the base of circumstances. Before this 2015, or you can say 2018, The machines are capable to perform the taking input, giving the output, showcase a lot of informations with the help of internet and everything we are doing. But they are not capable of calculating on the base of these input informations, on the base of the input data. They are not capable to make the sense, and they are not capable to give the results, different orientated result. But they are capable to form the results on the base of the input. Before this AI era or the AI development, they are capable to calculate, they are capable to give the answers, but they are actually repeating their task. Today, if you ask something with the chat GPT 2 plus 2, that will give you 4. When you are asking again what is the 2 plus 2, then the answer will be the 4, but the style will be the different. So this thinking capability little bit more human generated, or we are trying to map the human cognitive ability into the machines. So AI main goal is to mimic the human behavior into the machines so that they can able to process on the base of an input data, and if there are some different result can be possible, they are able to showcase that. Before this AI innovation, AI generation or AI paradigm, the machine cannot anything. Okay, so before this AI era, machine cannot give the answers which are not into their list. But right now, with the AI, machine can give those results also which are not into their list. So this is something. So as AI is, maybe people we are knowing, the part of machine learning is the part of the algorithm, how machine learning is actually processing. The part of deep learning, we are actually playing with the neurons or the neural networks, and we are trying to find out some similarities and dissimilarities along with the fine tuning with the different model, which are neuron based or the multi header layer based approaches we are using. There is again a lot of applications in terms of natural language processing along with the LLM model. There is again a lot of things. They are near to use machine learning algorithms along with the deep learning algorithms along with the other subordinate algorithm they are using. So conversational AI is something which is map everything right now. As we see a lot of paradigm shifts into the industry. If I remember or if I can calculate, the first paradigm shift of into this computer era is the age of coming the internet. Then second era in the field of computer science is the SEO concept, means SEO concept. Then after that, the mobile era comes, everything changes. After that mobile, now the AI is into the pictures, and AI comes into the picture with the different formats and the different folds. As we know, AI comes first in the fold of machine learning. Everybody knows and try to learn about the machine learning, machine learning, machine learning. Then there is a next fold, and the next wave of AI is or the was is deep learning. So everybody was trying to learn what is all about the deep learning, what about the neurons, how they are interacting with each other, how they are processing, how they are giving the results and data. And after that, we are here and near and dear about the natural language processing, where we are converting one language into another, text to voice, voice to text. There are a lot of things we are trying to do in the form of data set. We are trying to convert one data into another format, maybe that is voice, text, or images. So this is something. And after that, the era, or you can say the next fold of AI comes into the form of generative AI. And everything is changed. Everybody says yes, this is the maximum AI can do. And after this generative AI along with the LLM, now we are experiencing the very vast or the heaviest wave or the fold into the AI paradigm. So right now we are in the age, or we are in the time where we are actually seeing the largest wave into this AI domain is agentic AI. Agentic AI is something which is largely used and using every concept of the AI folds, as I told you. So this AI era is actually folding itself day by day, or within a month or 2 months, there again new folds are coming. So this AI is little bit more fast, accurate, optimized, everything we want to do with the AI. We want to transform our traditional work with the help of AI and trying to do the automations. Every industry try to welcome or try to accomplish the benefits of the AI. Every sector, every domain, every industry is actually trying to capture the facilities of the AI. So AI is, that's why AI is a biggest stream or biggest destructive things we can say. And AI is folding itself in many folds, as I told you: machine learning, then deep learning, then natural language, NLPs, then LLMs, then generative AIs, then now the time for agentic AI. Okay, so this is something about the AI. As NESCOM is says, this artificial intelligence going to disrupt the technology, and we are experiencing it. And you people who are into the industry, they may be see in their daily basis while the client is talking to them. They are seeking a lot of things, and whom you are people into the academia, you people are also experiencing a lot of new algorithms, lot of new topics, lot of new amalgamations of the one algorithm towards to new algorithms. The change is little bit more than rapid. So this is again a disruptive technology. It changes itself very fast and changes its skill very fast. So yes, these are the some applications where industry AI is actually welcome. As I told you, every industry AI is there. You can name any industry, AI is there. You can name any domain, AI is there. That may be automotive, health, power sector, smart agriculture, banking, retail, e-commerce, digital, semiconductor devices, manufacturing and retails, insurance, digital education, or you can say education. And when AI enters in that particular area or that particular domain, that domains is actually booming. That domains takes a flourishing new petals, new orientations, new height of the taking the new parameters they are touching. As we know, the Nvidia has touched the economy of 5 trillion plus. That the maximum any company till now touched. So Nvidia is one of the biggest, or you can say highest growing or grown company right now, with the help of this AI orientations only. Because for the AI process, we need a lot of processors, we need a lot of speed to process a lot of data all together at once. So for this, we need a GPU, and there the GPU is again is the part of the NVIDIA side. So this is something. Now, if you go for the scope and the opportunities for the AI, as I told you, while AI is using into the retails, it's actually breaking all the barriers where they are making more than billions investment, and they are expecting a lot. Retailers now trying to invest more around 150 billions while they are investing in 2020, but that reaches around 350 billions. This is something remarkable. Every industry, that may be retail, that may be a banking, that may be automobiles. You can also cross check. There are many and more than many. Automobile industry is rapidly changes. Now the era is comes for the driverless car. Now, before this driverless, the cars are become smart. internet inside. Everything is automated, everything is interconnected, everything is signal processed, everything is controlled by mobile. You can cross check where is your car, you can cross check at what speed it is it actually moving, what is the pressure of your tires, and everything you can do. That was the related to the sensors, and the data is collected. Now the pictures comes with the help of driverless cars. In the healthcare is again a lot of variations are there. We healthcare is the most affected area with the AI. The scope of AI is little bit larger, while we are taking the previous one. Anything we can convert um, in minimum time, which needs before the AI was 10 to 20 years. With the help of machine learning along with the deep learning approaches, we can convert that thing in the simply specification on in the seconds only. So yes, this is something, the scope and the opportunity is out of the cities. But yes, person need to be stable into the society. He need to be a very specific home. They need to be their actually home, and home is with their kids and family where they are living. So AI should be gives smart and should be sustainable, so that city can become more smarter, people can live in a more happier format. While they reach to their home, they feel that they are safe. While they are out of the home or their kids or family, they don't have any panic situations about, they don't take anything what happening inside the home. They are actually know all the things just single click. Or if someone is coming or going, everything they can do with the help of the single click, with the help of this smart and sustainable programs, along with the algorithms, along with the facilities of computer generated codes. So AI is again disrupting these all the barriers. They are giving a lot of facilities so that people can use a wider way of the AI along with the other software or the facilities which are incorporated with the different projects and all. So yes, smart features of the building, as I can say, anybody can guess. If they are living in the society, then society must be have some solar storage integrations. These are the basic points a society maybe have. They have some HAVC monitoring. They have lighting management system. They have their air and water management. They have their keyless suits entry. They have their occupancy sensing along with the electrical system monitoring. They have their climate management into the society, into the buildings and everything around the society and all. They have, they must have their building surveillance, must have their keyless parking of their vehicles, and they don't care about the vehicle and how the conditions they are in the, and they always be in the good conditions. And if they are using EV, then there must be some EV charging facilities. So these are the very basic points that I elaborated with what I can sense. And if you people want to add something, I welcome. Otherwise, I will go ahead for the next. Is it? Hey, is everybody is here?
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
are here.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Thanks for confirmation.
Yes,
As
sir. Yes, sir.
okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
If anybody want to add something, again I welcome you all. Otherwise, I will try to focus on a very basic point by which AI can do a lot of things which humans cannot do, which is not possible by other machines, which is not possible by other technologies, where AI enters and give the facilities so that we can become more free from where we are actually living. Okay, so this is something. So these all are some smart features about the building. These facility should be have if there is a building or the society. And there are again some facilities also. The smart city must have some smart governance and smart educations into their premises, along with the healthcare facility, along with the building connectivity altogether. If they had more than one tower, they had some smart mobility also, so that if anybody is trying to connect something or want to go somewhere, they must be know what is happening outside of this box. There must be smart infrastructure in terms of the connected roads, connected parks, along with the sitting area, along with the capacity of entertainment or the common area or podium facility. If there, then that should be smartly incorporated, so they cannot feel the overburdened or the over busy schedules. So there must be smart technology by which everything can be integrated. There must be smart energy systems. There must be smart citizens also, so that we can maintain these facilities for longer period of a time. So sensibility along with the technology is most important, because ultimately the human beings are going to use all these facilities which are created by the humans only, but those must be maintained by the humans, otherwise humans cannot be use it. So yeah, this is the very noted point, that in the smart city, smart people should live or try to be become smarter than before. So this is something. So I am going for the next. So connected building for the smart city is, it is something. The connected building should be intelligent enough, where smart workplace, or you can say building connectivity is more important right now. Hey guys, I am going towards to the building because my topic is connected to this smart and sustainable cities. So I am little bit going towards to how the building should be prepared and maintained and created, so that we can take the facility. So yes, building BMS systems should be maintained with the systematic integration of and energy efficiency should be there. So there should be building automations before the manufacturing start of the any building. Smart workplace should be there. Wow factor is most important at any place. That may be common area, maybe any another place. Unified collaboration is again important. Important. Smart city should have smart peoples. Asset booking along with the management of inside is actually this is again important. So while we are making smart building should be have some open architecture, should be covered with IoT devices, should be covered with smart tech, occupancy interactions, predictive analysis, on-demand service should be there. There should be corporates, big data applications will be there, so that we can actually connect the things with each other. And there are some cognitive ability of the building, that maybe that building is thinking something. So these things should be reminded by the people and the public, so that everybody can connect with that. So this is again, the next one is artificial intelligence for structural health monitoring. This is one of the biggest concern about the city for the building construction. So building construction or the health of the building is one of the major concern. I am trying to focus how we can maintain the structural health of the building with the AI, so that if building is healthy, then the people who are living inside, they healthy maintaining the building and utilizing the facilities. So these are the artificial intelligence structural health monitoring that we can do. Damage in the steel structure, we while the building is actually into the pace of formations, we are maintaining steel structures. So we have to find, we can map AI tools where we can recognize where is it something damage into the steel structure. Along with the concrete crack, we can identify with the AI. Before the AI, person can also identify these damages, means damages in the steel structure, concrete structures, along with the concrete spalling. We can also go for pedestrian detections, we can go for corrosion detections, we can go for earthquake analysis. But these topics, you can, if you see, these topics are little bit more clumsy that humans can also do. But while we are talking about the building who are more than 40 floors in it, and we are maintaining those high rise building, then these concern are more concernable. So we have to go for in that way, that we are not making the house, we are making the buildings which can be a home for more than 1,000 people in a single building. So for AI model, as we know, for everything we need to get some data. So we have some data related to these all kind of problems, or you can say use cases. Along with that data need to be cleaned up with the multiple manipulations of the data is required, as AI process is actually, this is the part of again the AI process. I'm trying to go through, or go through you for the AI, how the model of the AI can be maintained or can be deployed over to the system, so that the AI can take the input, and whatever the input is there, that input should be cleaned and manipulated for the accurate one, or adding some features on the data cleaning approaches also. And after the data cleaning approach, we can go for training the models, testing the data, along with the improvements are there. We can do a lot of things. So this is the basic pipeline while we are trying to map a model which can be related to concerns related to the smart building. So the very first use case is computer vision for identifying the damage into the steels. And if we are, as I told you, if we are maintaining a city or the tower, which is high-rise towers are there, then damage into the steel frame is one of the most important concern, because we can not identify where this steel frame, is it damaged or not, what is the lenient configuration of its accuracy, what is the threshold point. After that we can say yes, this steel is damaged, and this steel pipe or the rod or the frame is not damaged. So here we need a marker, and that marker is set only by a computer program, or you can say a parameter. That parameter may be anything. Here I'm taking a parameter as a computer program, and that computer program is facilitated by artificial intelligence. And for that, I am taking a concern for that the threshold point is the concerned point. So yes, after the if the damage into the steel frame, that should be recognized. So if we are making high rise building, inspection is little bit more tedious, very difficult for the analysis after the tower of 50th floor, while we are building and constructed, what is the quality of the steel frame and how it is actually maintaining. A person who is sitting inside the surveillance room or inside the architectural room, they are not able to rise up and cannot see what is happening over there. But now, with the help of AI, we can take the video, we can go for that, we can identify on a minute level, so that we can cross check, is this frame is actually that frame for which we are taking the price from the public or the people who will come and live into this society. So if the frame are little bit damaged after the threshold point, then the building life is compromised. So for this calculations, we are taking the images with the help of the CCTV camera, and the CCTV camera give us a video, and that video is processed with the help of the image by image, where we had some standard image segmentations that this should be happens. And if something is not matched, something is not crosses that threshold point, then we say yes, there is a point where we need to be take some input or the take some output. So for this, we simply using this as I use case, this particular use case into construction building into the Kolkata locations. So they are maintaining a building, and the average floors of the building is 29 floors, and for that we are taking the records of every building of every week. After every week we are taking the input from with the CCTV camera and taking the health check with the software. For taking the input with the CCTV camera, it's again very easy, and there is not any problem. And after the cross checking with the standard one, because we know the standard, what kind of material they are using, and we are correlating the things, we are cross checking, verifying the threshold value of the everything, whatever they are using. That may be the inspection area, the area with the damaged steel bar. We are also concerning about the area with the non-damaged steel bars. And we are simple using the deep learning algorithms, where we are training a model on the base of the data set, which is accurate, and we also validate the data with the previous one facilities, so we can cross check or we can classify this particular building. These are the rods which are actually little bit problematic or damaged, or these are the rods are well fine to go. So this we can actually we know what we are actually making. So as you can see right now, these are the frames which are little bit damaged. And if you can see this particular image, where the damaged rotation is little bit slider, and this can be mapped with the program only, where the damage is straightforward. So these are the concerns which are normally neglected while we are making the home, that is up to one, two, three, 4 or 5 floor. But these points cannot be neglected while we are making the floor which are more than 30 towers, 30 floors. So this is something. So because they are actually bearing a lot of loads, they are bearing a lot of their constructional load, along with the people's load who are coming, or the families person's load, or the objects which are comes inside the rooms or the homes. So every time we are overloading the building, if the structure is not accurate or the not very much refined, then something can be happen bad that should not be happens. So with the help of computer vision, we can identify damaged steel frames. On the base of that, we can replace or rectify it at the time of when they are actually in the process of maintaining. So this is one. And we are fine tuning these damaged steel frame, and we can cross check, yes, this is the input. And while we are processed with the result, then we can visualize, yes, this having some problem, so this steel frame should be changed, or this should be not utilized for the process. So this way we can actually showcase them the result oriented process. And now the person or the contractor who are actually making these buildings, he cannot avoid your point. He should map your positions, because you are talking in terms of result, you are talking in terms of some valid points. This is one concern, and this is the one of the most important concern which is related to steel frames for high rise buildings. We can cross check their on the base of their shape and size. With the help of machine learning algorithms, we can take the previous video, and after that the process video. That video is actually cross checked with the help of machine learning or deep learning algorithms and models. We can cross check, classify, or we can generate the upload or the result set, so that we can cross check, yes, this is good, or this is bad, or this should be replaceable. Is it okay? Any question on it? Okay, thank you. Okay, so the second point is, after we are constructing the building, wind pressure is one of the most important part while we are go through the high rise building. and this wind pressure is something which can inputs a lot of things. They can put extra pressure on the steel frames or the base frame of the building, or this wind pressure can be help towards to the building frames or the homes who can utilized or who can be become very effective, or you can say they can live in a better way. So this wind induced pressure predictions on the high rise building is second use case, which is again very important after this frame, the steel frame. So while we are calculating the wind pressure, as we know, every high-rise building is cross-check with the wind, and they cross-check about the dimensions in terms of the pressure tabs they are putting. They are cross-checking the wind flow, and they all these things they are cross-checking with the last 5 year data along with the dimensions of the uh, dimension meters, or you can say directional meters. So wind induced pressure response of a building, we are creating few their waves, sine waves we are creating while we are inputting the data. So the building the wind is actually oscillating, and they are mapping some oscillations so that we plot a graph on it. So we having a normal graph, and after that, if we are getting the wind pressure into the different directions, and after the wind is actually induced or response in, and we are maintaining again oscillation of it, and we are cross checking with the standard one, then we can say yes, this is something a problematic sequence or opening of the wind pressure. So we have to change the dimension or the directions of the building. So correctly functioning pressure tabs we can identify. We can go for the malfunctioning pressure tabs that we can actually rectify, and we also can introduce few new locations where we can put some holes, or the we can put some pipes where the building air pressure can be go ahead. So these are the very basic things which we can map, and on the base of the output, we can calculate the wind pressure with the oscillations. There are again a lot of oscillator meters are there, where when the air is passing, that the oscillation is generating a waveform, and that waveform can be mapped and can be calculated with the standard one, so that we can check the deviations. In is it into the threshold value, or is it out of the threshold value? Then we can cross check, oh yeah, this is something wrong, or yes, we can say this is something good enough. So for this, there are again wind tunnels. As I told you, wind tunnel test for the prototype proposed building. Everybody is doing. Everybody is doing. There are a lot of machinery is there, where they are using this simple formula of air oscillations, and with the help of this air or the wind induced pressure response value, we can fine tune the data. We can check the input data from every floor, from first to and the nth floor data. We can cross check, we can plot, and we can take the input data, and that data can be trained, and we can calculate or the validate the model on the base of machine learning algorithms, where we can use many machine learning algorithms that are little bit classifying with the help of the standard one along with the present one. So if the performance of the model is comparable, and that is into the limit of the permissible item, then we can go ahead. Otherwise, we need to be stopped somehow, and we can change the directions, so that wind induced pressure predictions is one of the most important predictions which can be utilized AI algorithms, and we can calculate. Yes, traditional machinery is there. We are calculating. Traditional machinery can be calculate every floor's wind pressure, but we cannot compare. We can also comparing, yeah, we can also comparing, but we cannot we cannot set the threshold value. On that particular value, we can, if the machines are not indicating, machine can just indicating these are, this is the particular pressure you should maintain like this, and this is the particular pressure this you should maintain like this. For many time, while we are putting the AI algorithms or the every floor data, then we can understand, yes, this pressure is something different on the first towards to the 10th or towards to the 20th. But yes, this building wind induced pressure is little bit accurate because overall pressure is under the threshold. Overall pressure of the building is not about or not before after the pressure. As we can see, also you can see the largest or the tallest building is Burj Khalifa, which having a lot of wind pressure along with the frames, steel frames are there. There are again lift system is very high and accurate they are using, and they are using trigonal shape of the building so that they can utilize the wind pressure that can utilize and maintain the weight, and that should not put on their bases. So they need to reduce the weight of the building over with the help of the wind, so that that weight cannot be put along with the side. So air should not may not make extra pressure on the building frame, building basic structure. Air should support the weight of the building of on the basic frame structure. So this is something for that. Yeah. Again, I'm a little bit more about this. How we are doing? We are same. We are doing. We are putting. We are getting the data from the various point or the various pass hole of the tall building or the high-rise building. We are cross-checking the pressure with the help of sensors. We also cross-checking the new locations, and we also adjusted if this is something can be monitored or can be predicted with the help of the machine learning algorithms. So now, the third one is a shallow architectural surface crack detections. So crack detection is one of the most important part, you can say, that is utilized for maintenance, and that crack can be considered alert of the building age also. So and the crack health crack, what shape and size of the cracks are there, if we can recognize it, so we can say yes, this building is little bit actually it is good or bad, we can put the categories. So crack detection is one of the another very important aspect of AI, where we are taking the input from the various CCTV camera, or you can say drone facilities, along with we are using the lidar facilities. So with the help of that video analytics images, we can cross check these cracks are under the permissible limits, which can be repairable, or these cracks are the indications that the life of the building is little bit less. So we need to take some step out from the building. We need to vacant this building so that human life can be savior before the something bad happens. So this is again a very important task. So for the crack detections, crack should be detected. Crack can be anywhere, any type. There are a lot of types of the crack. We need to recognize which type of this crack is. This is normal plaster crack or the building outside layer crack, or this crack is little bit inside, or the source of the crack is some outer surface or the inside the building material which is used by while the construction is going on. So this something is actually doing on the base of the images we are taking with the help of the CCTV camera, or you can say the drone images we are taking, so that we can cross check, we can go ahead and maintain. And how we are taking these videos, how we are cross checking, and how we can cross check at the minute level, so that we can say yes, this is the crack which is which need to be procured or need to be take some decisions on it. So this is something on the base of the threshold value. Again, I'm telling to you all, so that we can, the surface cross check detection is most important part. So here again, we are comparing these cracks on the base of the machine learning, deep learning algorithms, where we are inputting the data into the different convolutions so that we can calculate it, and we are using the different activation functions also so that we can actually calculate the error rate. It is under the permissible or it is need to be cross checked. So yes, this is again, we are using the facility of the building which may be damaged steel frame, or there are some cracks, and before these crack, which one is responsible, the external affairs or the internal building material or the building construction style or the dimensions or the air wind pressure is the part of why these cracks actually formed. So we can cross check. So these three are the most important visual, or you can say verifiable elements. So now, how we are doing all this? How we are cross-checking these these three areas? I am not going a lot of AI innovations or a lot of jargons of the AI, but I'm going through us to the basic AI basic buildings which can be cross-checked with the help of AI tools and algorithms and the mechanism. And after that, we can put a lot of facilities. Those facilities I will talk in a later way. But we first go through to check, cross check this what is the health of our building, what is the health of our the whole home, so that we can apply some remedies on it. So yes, so one of the most important solutions that we worked on, along with the along with this drone, we are not putting the simple camera. We are taking the image with the help of the lidar camera. Lidar camera is something is actually camera which send some sensor images, they are sending some sensor images. Along with that, whenever they are sensor they are put or they dropped on a particular surface, they came back to the original source. So we are taking that particular distance, we are calculating the distance with the help of these sensor activity. So 3D point cloud based solutions I try to give to the customer so that they can say yes, this is the mechanism where we can calculate actually what is happening into our buildings. So a 3D cloud point is three-dimensional representation of the object composed of many individual data points, and it is basically managed or represented into the space that are into the three dimensions, x, y, and z, and we are plotting the 3D graphs, or you can say 3D point we are collecting with the help of lidar camera. So basically, those all three dimensions, or you can say the coordinates, can be converted into the red, green, and blue colors. And after that, those colors can be converted into different orientations so that we can provide maximum approximations of these objects into the environment. So each point, with the help of each point, we are creating a lot of point, and we are trying to collect those all point all together. We are trying to make a cloud of that. So those, with the help of the 3D points, we are trying to create a 3D model of that particular building so that we can actually calculate the building types and building something. So first use case of the smart building is the smart infrastructure and city planning. We can use different urban development or road mapping or the modeling with the help of 3D cloud point we are trying to create. We can also go for a smart city planning with the help of these 3D constructions. We can go for the different orientations. We can also AI powered industrial inspection we can do. We can maintain, we can equip with the pipeline and structure of the help of these with the help of these 3D scans, infrastructure detects and defect and corrosions. We can do that. Along with that, AI-powered change detection for its structural stability can be monitored. So this was the solutions I gave to a European country where they want to monitor their locality is the people build something extra on their roof. So as I told you, in the European country, there is a standard phenomena of their homes. You cannot build anything extra on your floors, on your roofs actually. So every time they want to cross check if any person is actually uh, making something different on their floors or not. So this was their need, so that we put this 3D cloud point solutions for them. Along with that, we can also give the solutions that the smart constructions or the building information modeling we can do. We can go for the digital construction planning. We can go for the tackling of that all. So maybe you are not getting a very good idea what I'm trying to say you. I'm just trying to showcase you one video so that you can understand what I'm trying to tell you. Is it okay? Hello.
हेलो हाँ जी सर.
Anything you want to ask people? Anybody want to ask till now?
Sir, basically one question. I have two questions.
Yeah, please.
Sir, my first question: how can research framework address ethical concern like data bias and algorithm fairness in smart city AI system?
Okay. Next question.
Sir, second question, basic question: what future research direction can bridge data science and AI for urban development?
Okay. So, Dr. Kaur, what I try to establish a point here while we are going for smart cities, that city should be monitored smartly. And after that, whatever we are creating, those all are the facilities. As your first question is, how we can configure and cross check the material or the frame or the building style. So for that, I'm going to showcase you one videos. After that, you can maybe you had a very pretty much sure idea that at what depth AI can be go ahead, and how we can go for comparison, so that we can plan our building, we can do the planning of our society, we can monitor in a better way, we can cross check everything in a standard format, we can cross check the threshold value in terms of the millimeter deviations. Is it? So yeah, this one is a video with me. So this one is a 3D cloud point. I try to prepare these 3D cloud point for a wall. You can say this is a thing which is known as a LiDAR. Maybe I cross check with the LiDAR information so that you people can connect with me. Otherwise, maybe you are not connected in organized way. Okay. LiDAR is something light detections or ranging camera. It is something based on the infrared. Is it correct? Infrared it is based. We are putting that camera into the top of the head of the cars, and cars are moving from one point to another. They are taking and maintaining these all, while this lidars infrared sending one input, and that is touched particular point, and that point when is reflected, that is collected by back to that particular camera, lidar camera. So we can calculate where the point is it correct, where the point is. So these all are the point which are collected on the base of the reflections. So on the base of those all point, what we can do, we can maintain this particular 3D images, which is in between 10 millimeters distance we can calculate. You can see in this particular image, these are the dots which comes after that particular sensor that is actually touched with this particular area, and after that comes towards to the camera, and that particular camera maintain the 3D image, 3D point image. These all are the point information, and that particular point are collected on a software, and they are converted that point as a cloud, and we make a 3D image of that particular surface. Okay, and that image is actually we are maintaining 3D image that is into x, y, and z, which are associated with the colors also. X is with the red color, y axis one color, and blue is a different axis color. So this is the 3D image of your wall, which is prepared by lidar camera itself. Is it? So now you can see we are creating the whole soul image. Now we can compare the standard one. If we are taking a image of our house or that particular wall when it was constructed, or after we are taking these lidar or the 3D cloud point periodically, then we can compare the degradations. We can compare they are actually in what the health is improving or they are established. So while they are they create, we can create the point between the 10 millimeters distance. So this is so near. So we can calculate everything. We can calculate the strength, we can calculate the stretch, we can calculate, and also we can give these colors. We can also put the colors so that the colors can associate it and shows this is the window, this is the door, while the sensor point are passed from that particular frame, so that we can understand, yes, this is the this is the maybe a door, or while they are coming from the different part, so that we can say, yes, this is the some another object. So now, okay, so this is one we are creating, or we are taking the input information of our building. The same thing I did with the taking the image of my whole building while we are constructing the steel frame. If the day one we are creating the first 3D cloud point of the building, and after 10 to 20 days we again creating the cloud point, and we can compare these two cloud point. If there is a deviation, then we can cross check, yes, there is a problem. And if you want to calculate the differentiation of the steel frame, these are the standard or not. So we can calculate the vertical, or well, vertical stretching, or there are some depreciations into the steel rods. So with the help of that depreciations or the corrosion or the any another extra vital effect, we can calculate it, and we can showcase that, yes, there is some problem into the steel rods. We can calculate the scratch, we can calculate the damages, we can do a lot. So now you can see this 3D cloud point is maintained by a person who is putting the 3D lidar camera on his head, or you can say on his back, and he is moving from one point to another point, and the whole area is converted into 3D representations. As you can see, this is again a image, or the instrument is also can be converted. So this is the person who is carrying a 3D lidar camera onto his back, and while he is going from one place to another, he is actually taking the whole 3D points here they are actually capturing. This is the car who is again calculating the 3D points, and the speed is too high. The speed is too high. The points a sensor is emitting the points in so high, so that every area or the atmosphere is converted into the 3D points. So this way we can calculate. This is the basic philosophy to create 3D cloud point, which can be converted into XYZ directions. As you can see, this image is created with the help of for the autonomous vehicle, but this is created by drones. We can also put the drone lidar camera on the drone so that we can map the directions and everything. We can do that. And if we going forwards to map the cities or to creating the models and finalizing this, then you can see this is the vehicle. This cycle is a vehicle, and this vehicle is actually incorporating with the lidar camera, and this is the 3D cloud point is actually establishing with the help of the 3D cloud point. So we can convert whole words 3D model into the computer, where we can go as a digital twin. We can enlarge it, we can trap it, we can go for it. As you also may be seeing in sci-fi movies, they are used to accelerate the images and extending it. So they are actually extending the distance into the 3D cloud point. If we submerge the distance, the image becomes scattered. And if we spread the distance between the 3D cloud point, the images become scattered, or you can say more, you can wider image you can see. This is something. Is it correct? So with the help of this, we can do a lot of things, as I told you, on the 3 point, basic 3 point. And this was the final inspection about the segmentation of the images, what we gave to that particular builder, that maintaining a 3D cloud point. With this facility, a person who is actually builder, and he is sitting some another places, he can also see the growth of his house or the building with the help of these 3D plots somewhere else. Or,
Hello.
yes, ma'am. Hello. Is it audible?
Yes, sir, your voice is audible, sir.
Okay, so you can see this is the 3D cloud point dimension of the segmentations of a whole building, newly constructed building. It is, we are generating 3D cloud point so that you or anyone can cross check what is the work done today itself, and they are gradually cross check on the base of the layer by layer. They can cross check what the work is done, what is actually repaired is done, how we can go ahead. This is something while we are constructing the building, and after the construction we can go for the maintenance. As I told you, maintenance is one of the most important tasks for the building afterwards. So we can cross check, we can make the damages with the red, and if there are somewhere we found the damages from the previous one, we can cross check with the red color, which is deviating from the last one or the standard one. While we are constructing the building, we can calculate all the things at least once, so that after that every time we can detect the change, and this change detection is something we can say yes, there are some problems. So one another application of this is volumetric analysis. Volumetric analysis, we cannot calculate what is the volume of inside the house or the room, but with the help of these 3D cameras, with the LiDAR cameras, we can do that. So this is something. This was again a project for us to calculate the building dimensions or the building notations and something. So yeah, this is something. As you can see in this particular image, this image is the actual. Yep. And this image is after we are plotting the 3D cloud points. So this is something like that. So this is all from my side. If you have any questions, you people can ask.
Uh, Sir, this picture, how did you handle missing or noising data in your data set during model development?
Okay. So if you say about the noisy data, so first of all, I just prepare the actual data set. For the 3D cloud point, we need to go ahead, which is the standard data set we have to prepare. So with the help of the initial configuration, we take a 3D cloud point, and that 3D cloud point is become our standard one. And after the day by day or the recurring process, whatever the data is created, and we are matching these two data with to the others. So if there's something is mishap or the noise is coming, so we are resolving. And if you say while we are preparing our initial model, and if there are some noise, so we calculate that noise with the help of deframing or de-establishing the point, 3D cloud point. We are cross-checking the dots, is they are actually mapping the surface or not. If they are not mapping the surface, then we had go and cross check with the actual one, because the actual picture or actual facilities is in front of us. As you can see, these are the three or the two images which are the actual one, and these are the two image or are the 3D cloud point images, and this one is a referential image which we take for us different values. So this way we can map our the noisy data in the futuristic approaches along with the present approach.
Okay, sir. But sir, which type of data set, structure or unstructured time series is the best suited for your choose production problem?
Uh, Time series, yes, time series is one of the most important part, which can be utilized for those algorithms where we need to map the capacity, and along with the capacity we have to maintain some regulations, or there are some physical objects are mapped. Say for example, there is you can say a shopping mall where a person need to a manager who is doing a lot of facilities providing, and he need to cross check with the time series algorithm. He can provide the stock of the facilities so the public cannot be deviated, because he had last 5 year data, and he can calculate that on the base of that data how he can provide the facilities. In the same way, into the facility of your cities, you also can generate the information on the base of the time series, what the data you will had at least 5 to 10 years of the data. Or you can say 1 year of a data is more important if we are segregating that images or the informations for periodic utility in terms of utilizing the time series algorithms, which can be incorporated with your electricity bill, or which can be incorporated with your the you can say the parking area, so that we know which time the public is more, or the people are more, or the visitors are more, or the which dates are there. So with the help of these indications, we can plot algorithms. They can give the notations that yes, we have to be very careful about that. Is it?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kaur. Yep. Any another questions, Ravi?
If any participant have any questions regarding for this session, I think sir all doubt is clear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. First of all,
Ravi sir, give 1 or 2 minutes to all the participants
uh,
for
uh,
asking their questions if they have.
yeah, if any participant, if any questions regarding for the smart city and sustainable city, sir, etc.
Yeah, Suresh, Dr. Suresh.
No, sir, no. Everything is excellent, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Wonderful,
Thank you.
wonderful, sir. Excellent.
Thank you for appreciation. Maybe one sir asked, I sorry, I forget his name. He asked about in the starting to establish the something in terms of the this is blockchains and all. So these all are the facilities we can create on the base of the structure. I just focus on the structural strength and verifiable information with the help of AI. What we can do, there are again a lot of tools and techniques and the sensor activities which can be implanted into the smart societies, so that these things can be incorporated, data can be used for different purposes and the orientations. Tech is again on a next level, and we can incorporate any kind of facility with the utility of these informations.
Okay.
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 Anything?
If any
Yes,
doubts, okay, Suresh sir, done?
Done.
sir.
Ji.
Please formally conclude the session.
Yes. Sir, firstly, sir, hello, I am Dr. Ravi Kumar, I'm Associate Professor, MMICTBM Department. So first of all, we sincerely thanks Dr. Saroj for sharing valuable knowledge and practical perspective for AI for smart and sustainable cities. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Uh,
everyone.
all participants kindly turn on your camera regarding for the pic.
Please turn on your camera for a group photo. All
Yes.
participants are requested.
Just,
Done, Ravi sir?
sir, just wait. Just wait, sir.
Thank you, Ravi.
Yes, done, sir. Done. Done, sir.
Okay. So thank you, Saroj sir, for being with us and enlightening our all the participants with a wonderful lecture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for listening me. Thank you.
Really, it is very informative and very knowledgeable for each and everyone because lot of research scholars are there in this meeting. So I hope it will be very helpful and beneficial for all the research scholars. Once again, thank you very much, sir, for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, all participants kindly fill the feedback form. Feedback already shared on chat box. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, very nice lecture.
Ji.
Thank you very much, all the participants. Now you can leave the session and kindly fill up your feedback form. And all participants are once again requested to kindly join with your name. Whatever the device you are using, kindly give your name so that it can be identified, right? So I hope already twice or thrice request has been made by the organizing team. So all of you are requested to whenever you join the meeting, so kindly join with your proper name. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us for the day.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank
we
you.
Thank you
will
so
meet
much, sir.
Thank you,
tomorrow
sir. Thank
for
you.
the
Thank
next
you,
session
sir.
for
Thank you very
Thursday.
much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.